Hello, Miguel. Thank you very much for taking time out of your day. Morning, that is, because it's 6:30 for you. So thank
Yeah,
you for taking time out of your morning, waking up early to do this interview. Really appreciate it. How are you?
absolutely, man. My pleasure. I am doing fantastic today.
I like the energy. Okay, so a big win for you that we'll be discussing. In the wins channel, I saw a post from you that your company made 28,000 in a day, of which you got 18,000 in dollars. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's something we'll go into a bit later in the interview. For now, what was your life like before joining the real world?
For the most of 2022, I was doing freelancing on my own accord. I was making small checks here and there, but you see, the issue was I was very inconsistent. I wasn't able to consistently show up. I wasn't able to consistently improve myself, and I was finding myself sometimes having money in my bank account, sometimes having nothing, and going to McDonald's and grabbing $4 meals because that's all I could get. And and then when I did have money, I was doing just a lot of partying, a lot of dumb crap. I've mostly stopped that since then, and just been a little bit less degenerate overall. Again, like struggled with all sorts of things when it comes to work ethic, when it comes to showing up, when it comes to just feeling good about myself, in general. Before, let's say, 2021 and 2022, it was kind of a while of that. Right.
What was the turning point?
It was actually one meeting the person I work with today, whose name is Nikhil. He's an amazing man, who's who came in a little bit after I joined the real world, and I started listening to Andrew Tate, and I started really trying to turn my life around, and because I was sick and tired of being a brokey, right? I was sick and tired of what it was like to live life not at the level that I knew I could be. And I kind of just had a serious conversation with myself. And I was like, it's time. I committed to the real world. I flew across the world to India to get away from all the crap I had back at home in California. And I just put my head down and I started working. And, I was really motivated by the things I saw inside of the real world to do that.
How did you find out about the reward?
Yeah, so obviously I always knew about, it from just following Tate for the past year or so. He's very not shy about promoting it. So it was always from Tate, and he's always talking about how this is the place where young guys can go to learn skills, acquire skills, learn directly from people who've made over $1 million doing what they do. And I was like, for the price, it was an absolute no brainer.
You've entered the real world. You see all the campuses available. Did you instantly choose to go into the freelancing campus? Did you try other things?
I joined like a couple campuses right off the bat, e-commerce, copywriting, freelancing, and I was active in all three of those. But where I really found my home was really freelancing because it was really the most relevant to me. But I had a lot of good conversations, met a lot of interesting people, made a lot of relationships just across quite a few campuses.
And why would that be? Why is it the most relevant to you?
E-commerce I did when I was like 16 years old when I was first starting out. I always have some background knowledge on it. Copywriting, as a marketer, as a salesperson, I'm a copywriter by default. But it's not really my main source of income. The main way I make income is by acquiring clients and making deals. So that's where freelancing kind of comes in, and that's where I really found my home. To speak to other people doing the same thing, provide value, talk to them. I share a lot of knowledge. I share a lot of insight in the campus, and so do many other people. So it's just a really, really great place to be. Actually, this company preceded me joining. Right, this was built about good 3-4 years ago. And when he reached out to me, he was like, "Look, I've been running this by myself for a while. I've done okay numbers. He's made quite a bit of money in this company before me. He's like, I'm looking for someone to scale. I think you would be great to help me in sales." That's when he kind of brought me in, and I said, "Fuck it, this is my opportunity." Flew across the world, moved here for the past couple months, and have been grinding since. And in January this month, which we're planning and kind of lined up and aim to be our best month, year to date, his company history to date. Looking to do $200,000 in cash collected this month is really what we're setting our sights on.